Let's get real. You're about to hear something that'll shatter everything you thought you knew. A truth so deep, it'll change you forever, whether you like it or not. So buckle up. Let's start with the fact that your ego is just an illusion. Now I know what you're thinking. That's easy to say, but what the hell does that even mean? So let me break it down. The ego is not some part of you trying to sabotage your life. It's not an entity. It's an activity. It's a pattern. It's a strategy. A little trick your mind plays to keep you from realizing your full potential. The ego whispers in your ear. You're separate from the source. You're incomplete. You're not enough. You need to go out there and find what's missing. The world, the job, the status, the stuff. That's what'll make you happy. That's what'll make you whole. But here's the gut punch truth. That's all bullshit. The ego's job is to distract you. It keeps you trapped in the idea that happiness is something you need to get from the outside. When I get the job, the house, the money, the relationship, then I'll be happy. But here's the catch. You can win the rat race, but you'll still be a fucking rat. You'll get there, but the moment you think you've finally arrived, you'll realize the thing you thought would complete you, it never does. It's a trap. Why? Because the ego is based on fear. Fear of not being enough. Fear of lack. Fear of losing control. So it tries to keep you busy, trying to control your world by making you think everything happens because of your actions. But here's the truth. You can't control everything. The moment you realize that, the moment you release control, is the moment you step into your power. Because what your ego doesn't want you to know is there's a deeper intelligence within you. A force that's always connected to everything. That's the unconscious mind, the place where all the magic happens. You don't have to chase after things to feel whole. You already are. Your unconscious mind knows this. It's connected to the divine flow of life. Think about it. The ego makes you think you're in control. That you have to do things to make life work. That everything depends on you choosing every single action. But that's a lie. You don't know what's best for you. You really don't. You're here. You're stuck. You're spinning your wheels, trying to manipulate the external world. You think you're making the right choices, but you're really just following the fear-based patterns that you've been taught. The addiction to being busy, the compulsion to have to do, the pressure to control your outcomes. It's all a smoke and mirror game. Let's take a second to really chew on this. People are overweight, struggling with addictions, addicted to food, drugs, to endless cycles of self-sabotage. They think they know what's best for themselves, but they don't. That's the ego playing you. It's manipulating you with false beliefs like, when I get the girl, the money, the status, then I'll be happy. When you get there, it doesn't fucking work. This, my friend, is what you've been conditioned to believe. You've been taught the outside world determines your worth. That you need more. But this just keeps you stuck, thinking you're not enough. It keeps you disconnected from your true self. The deeper part of you knows that you're already whole. You just need to wake up and remember. You've been stuck in the illusion that you need to act, choose, control, manage, strive, hustle, push. But guess what? You don't need to do all that shit. You can trust that life will unfold as it's meant to. Because your unconscious mind knows exactly what's best for you. It's already connected to the infinite intelligence of the universe. But how do you get there? How do you leave the rat race behind and move toward the life that you're always meant to live? It's simple. Shift your focus. The ego focuses on me. It's all about what I can get. It's about selfishness, control, lack. But the unconscious mind, it's all about others. It's about connection, love, service, jealousy, inward focus, anger, inward focus, greed, inward focus. These emotions come from the ego, fear-based, me-centered thinking. But love, that's outward. When you love, serve, and give, you break free. You move your energy outward, and the world begins to mirror back to you exactly what you need. The trick is, when you release the grip of the ego, you step into your power. You stop thinking you need to control every outcome. You start trusting the flow of life. You let go of your need for validation, because here's the secret. You're already whole. You're already complete. You don't need the world to tell you that. So let me break it down with a few examples. You're not your thoughts, your mind chatter. That's the ego trying to distract you, keeping you stuck in the illusion. The moment you step outside the noise, you enter the unconscious flow, a space of pure, powerful connection. Emotions, they're just energy. The ego labels them as good or bad, but they're just waves of energy passing through you. The more you resist them, the more you suffer. But when you accept them, process them, you can use them to fuel growth. The universe is abundant. The ego tries to convince you there's not enough. You have to scramble to get yours. But the unconscious knows. There's an endless supply. Gratitude brings abundance. The more you appreciate, the more the universe returns to you. So how does this all work? How do you make this shift from ego to the unconscious mind? Simple. Start forgiving. Your grudges, your resentments, they're traps. The more you hold on to them, the more the ego tightens its grip. Let go. You don't have to forgive them for their sake. You forgive them for yours. Serve others. The more you give, the more you'll receive. This isn't just some feel-good mantra. It's truth. When you focus on others, when you share your energy, your light, you step into the flow of life. And you're going to feel more confident, more attractive, more alive than ever before. Trust the process. You don't need to control everything. Trust you're being guided. The universe is always unfolding in your favor, even when it doesn't seem like it. Stop trying to fight it. Embrace the discomfort. When you step out of the ego's grip, it's going to feel weird. You'll feel exposed. That is where the magic happens. Get comfortable with discomfort. Lean into it. And you'll grow beyond your wildest imagination. Now let's talk about action. When you change your beliefs, your whole reality shifts. What you've been doing until now doesn't work. But now, you can choose differently. You can create new habits that align with your true self. You don't need permission to be great. It's not about waiting for the perfect moment, the perfect outcome, or the perfect person. It's about deciding right here, right now, that you are enough, that you're worthy, and that everything you need is already within you. This is your invitation to step into the higher mind, to heal your soul, to break free of the chains the ego has placed around you, to become who you were always meant to be. So here's the question. Are you ready to stop being a rat and become the lion you were born to be?